Hi everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can use implicit differentiation. This is where we want to find d by dx of a function that does not involve x. So for instance, d by dx of y squared. We can't differentiate this with respect to x because there are no x terms. But what we can do is we can find d by dy, so we differentiate it with respect to y, and then we multiply this by dy by dx, because what will happen is that these dy's will cancel, so we're left with d by dx of y squared, okay? And I'll show you how this works as we go through this example. We want to find dy by dx, so we need to differentiate each of these terms with respect to x. So we want d by dx of the y squared term. We want to differentiate with respect to x the 4x term and the x squared term. So we differentiate the y squared with respect to y, and we get 2y, and then we multiply this by dy by dx. When we differentiate the 4x with respect to x, we just get 4, and when we differentiate the x squared with respect to x, we get 2x. And if we want to work out dy by dx, then we need to make this the subject. So we'll take away 4 from both sides, and we get 2x minus 4. Then we'll divide both sides by the 2y. So dy by dx will be the 2x minus 4 over 2y. So this is the gradient function of this curve. So when we differentiate a y term with respect to x, we differentiate it with respect to y, and then we multiply it by dy by dx. Let's try example 2. So for example 2, we want to find dy by dx. So we need to differentiate everything with respect to x. And when you differentiate the x squared with respect to x, we get 2x. When you differentiate the 2x with respect to x, we get 2. And to work out the derivative with respect to x of the natural log of y, we differentiate it with respect to y, and then we multiply it by dy by dx. So the derivative of the ln of y is 1 over y multiplied by dy by dx. And then we'll add the 2x, and this will equal 2. So to find dy by dx, we make this the subject. So we'll have 1 over y will equal 2 minus 2x. So dy by dx will be y lots of 2 minus 2x. Okay? For question B, we want to find d by dx of y cubed plus d by dx of x squared y, and the derivative with respect to x of x squared is 2x. When we differentiate y cubed with respect to x, we get 3y squared multiplied by dy by dx. And then we need to differentiate with respect to x this term, and here's a product. So we're going to use a product rule. So we'll make the x squared the u term, and we'll make the y the v term. So we'll have u dv, and when you differentiate y with respect to x, we get dy by dx, plus the v term times du. And when you differentiate the x squared, we get 2x. And you differentiate with 2x, and we just get 2. So 3y squared dy by dx plus the x squared dy by dx plus the 2xy will equal 2. Now we can move this over to the right hand side, and we'll factor out the dy by dx is here. So dy by dx multiplied by 3y squared plus vx squared will be 2 minus 2xy. Now we'll divide both sides by this term. So dy by dx will be 2 minus 2xy over 3y squared plus vx squared. Okay? Let's try an exam style question. So do you want to read through this question yourself and give it a go? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So we'll differentiate each of these terms with respect to x. When we differentiate this one, we get negative 8x. We need to use the product rule to differentiate this. We'll let the x be our u term and the y be our v term. So we'll have 2 lots of the u term times dv, which is dy by dx, plus the v term multiplied by du, which is just 1. When we differentiate the 5 over 4y, we get 5 over 4 dy by dx. And this will equal, when you differentiate with 9 by x, we just get 0. So negative 8x plus 2x dy by dx plus the 2y plus 5 over 4 dy by dx will equal 0. We'll factor out with dy by dx and we'll move these terms to the right hand side. So dy by dx, lots of for 2x plus 5 over 4 will equal 8x minus 2y. We'll divide both sides by this term. So we get dy by dx will be 8x minus 2y over the 2x plus 5 over 4. I'll write that as 1.25. Okay? So this is dy by dx. For part B, showing that the stationary values occur at y equals 4x. So we need to substitute this 4x into our y. So dy by dx will equal 8x minus 2 lots of y, which is 4x. So this becomes 8x over 2x plus 1.25. And when you have 8x minus itself, we get 0. So this will make dy by dx equal 0, which is our stationary point. So we can say that dy by dx equals 0 at y equals 4x. And then for part C, find the coordinates of the stationary values. So if we have the stationary values at y equals 4x, we can substitute that into here, and then solve that quadratic. So we'll get negative 4x squared plus 2x lots of the 4x plus 5 over 4 multiplied by 4x, and that will equal 9. We've got the 8x squared here minus a 4x squared, so 4x squared. These two 4s will cancel, and then we can move this 9 over to the left-hand side. We can solve this quadratic. We get x minus 1 multiplied by 4x plus 9. So x will equal 1, and x will equal negative 9 over 4. And then we can substitute each of these values of x into the equation for y. So y will equal 4, and y will equal negative 9. Okay? So our coordinates are 1 and 4, and negative 9 over 4, negative 9. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you did find that helpful, you can download the worksheet and view the online lesson from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.